Vocabulary, it's not that scary. Hey, welcome to another edition of Can You Beat Me? It's a multiple choice, 3 choices, vocabulary test. It's 15 questions. They're not easy. See if you can beat me. I'm going to take the test live, and I will score it at the end, so try to remember your answers, right? And let's see how well you do. If you beat me, then you are with fame. If you fall, what a shame. But be sure to share it and let people know how wonderful you are at communicating by using better words, because that's really what it's about. It's looking forward to engaging ourselves while we educate ourselves and make it done in a bit of an entertaining format by challenging ourselves to see how well we do. This test, it's nothing surprising. This test is actually found in Reader's Digest, a monthly periodical. Back in the day when we used to all read periodicals, this is one that I enjoyed every month. And in the last pages of the magazine, they always had a vocabulary test. I would take the test, rarely ace it. And I thought, well, geez, this is something where people could drive along and learn and benefit as well. So why don't we give it a go? The words are always linked. This one has something, all these words have something to do with emotions. So as I'm reading through them, keep that in mind. These are all words linked to emotions. Not that that's going to make it any easier on you as we go. Number 1, let's get it rolling. Mic on. I'm on. Okay, love is in the air every time. Okay, never mind. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. It's number 1. It's ebullient. It's an adjective, ebullient. If you're ebullient, are you tranquil, haughty, or enthusiastic? Ebullient. You know what? On ebullient, I know that to be when you're bursting with excitement, so I'm going to go with C, enthusiastic. Number 2, pique. It's a noun. Spelled like pique, like to look at something. I mean, it sounds like that, but it's not spelled like that. It means either resentment, self-importance, or whimsy. Pique. Well, I know something could pique my interest. Did that pique my interest? So I would think that resentment, whimsy, self-importance. I'm going to go with self-importance, because if it's important to me, it's piqued my interest. How about that? That is my logic on that one. Number 3, bonhomie? Actually, the pronunciation on this noun is bonhomie. Bonhomie. Okay, the origin of that word, I don't know. In fact, this word I don't know. Bonhomie. Bonhomie. Bahnumi. Nostalgia, friendliness, or peace of mind. Well, you're looking at the word on the. I'm gonna go with nostalgia. It sounds like something from a throwback. Friendliness, peace of mind. Bonhomie. That gives me a certain bonhomie. It could be that, but I'm going with A, nostalgia. 4, dour. Dour. Not is it guilty? A, B, generous, or C, gloomy. Dour. You know, I know there's a dowry given with brides, kind of a bribe, I guess, but that's spelled different. This dour is more about being down in the mouth. It's gloomy. I'll go with C, gloomy. Number 5, amatory adjective. Amatory. I can't say that's one that I'm using on a daily basis or period at all. Amatory. Is it irritable, romantic, or easygoing? Amatory adjective. Well, I know amicable, amorous, amorosa. No. Amatory. Well, that would throw out irritable, and amicable is already out there, so I'm going to use that as easygoing, and I'll guess that amatory being like amorous might mean be romantic. Whew. Boy, this ain't an easy test. Number 6, timorous. 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 Affectionate, fiery, or fearful. Adjective. Affectionate, fiery, or fearful. Timorous. Well, there's timid. If I'm timid, I'm shy. That would take out affectionate and fiery. I'm going to go with fearful, because if I'm timid, I might be fearful. You know, fearful is such a big part in everybody's life. So many decisions we make based off of that. Okay, number 7. Hey, we're almost halfway done with the test already. Wow. Wistfully, adjective. Wistfully, adjective. Said with a sad longing, dreamily, or in defiance. I said that wistfully. gosh, I wish I could go to the beach. That's wistfully. Yeah, but the wistfully is said more, with that dreamy. I'm going to go with, but it's said more in a melancholy way. So that would be with a sad longing, A, wistfully. Number 8, belligerent, adjective. If I'm belligerent, am I hostile, regretful, or sympathetic? I know belligerent to be a word filled with, it's used when they're, you're so belligerent, that's like you're so mean. So I'm going to go with A, hostile, on number 8. Okay, number 9, fervor. Fervor. It's even though there's an O on the end of that, it's fervor when on the pronunciation. Does that mean aggravation, strong preference, or passion? I know if I have fervor for something, it's aggravation, strong preference, or passion. Come on, make your pick. It's either a strong preference or a passion. And fervor is like a fever, so I'm going to go with the stronger of the two, with the passion. Compunction, the noun, is number 10. Remorse, exasperation, or doubt. Remorse, exasperation, or doubt. I have a certain compunction. Actually, gosh, it seems like all three fit. Doubt, exasperation, or remorse. I know it to mean that I have a certain misgiving about it. I'm going to go with exasperation, B. It could be any of these. I'm up the alley. Actually, I'm down the bowling lane, but I haven't hit the pins. Okay. Number 11, umbrage. Okay, I did say I was going with exasperation. Okay, number 11, umbrage. Is a noun, indignant displeasure, destructive rage, or meditative state. Boy, all two-word answers on this one. Indignant displeasure, destructive rage, or meditative state. If I take I take umbrage with something, so I don't take a meditative state with something. I take a destructive rage. No, I take an indignant displeasure. So I think it's the middle ones in this. I take umbrage with that. I'm a little bit offended. Okay, number 12 is Schadenfreude. Noun. Do I get a medal for pronouncing these correctly? No, I don't. But that one I got because I was born in Berlin. Yes, my dad was in the army, and my mom was a native German, blah, blah, blah. Schadenfreude, does this mean tearfulness, timidity, or joy at another's pain? Tearfulness, timidity, or joy at another's pain? Schadenfreude. Well, Schaden is bad. Schade is bad, like, in German. So, timid doesn't fit here. Tearfulness, it's joy at another person's pain. It's one of those words that another language around the world actually has a word that fits that English doesn't have one that clearly says joy at another's pain. But we all laugh when somebody stubs their toe or whacks a funny bone, don't we? Well, at least the guys do. Okay, number 13, querulous, adjective. Is querulous hyperactive, fretful, or fickle? Querulous. Hyperactive, fretful, or fickle? I know if there's a query, there's a question about something, so hyperactive would not work on that. Fretful or fickle? Fickle or fretful would work, but if I'm querulous, I probably have a lot of questions. So I'm either fickle back and forth or I'm fretful. Fickle is indecisive, but fretful would mean you have a lot of questions. I'm going to go with fretful. It seems more logical than fickle, but fickle seems... Oh, all right. Anyway, 14 is the blithesome adjective, unconcerned, guarded, or merry. Unconcerned, guarded, or merry. Number 14 is blithesome. It's an adjective. Blithesome. I know it's not blight, but blithesome, unconcerned. It's not guarded. So it's unconcerned or merry, but it seems to be a term of abundance. So I'm going to go with merry on that one. And number 15. We reached the end. And number 15. Lugubrious. Lugubrious. Does that mean you are chatty, mournful, or disgusted? lugubrious, chatty, mournful, or disgusted? Well, loquacious is chatty. That's close. That's a good throw-off word where they use one that's close, isn't it? Okay, chatty or mournful or disgusted. Lugubrious sounds like a dirge. I'm going to go with mournful. Sounds really like, so I'm mournful. Okay, that's all 15. Let's see how we did. Hey, remember, if you're enjoying this, hit the like button. Let me know when I read these answers later which ones you missed down in the comment section below. Be sure to like this, hit that notification bell, subscribe, all those other things I'm supposed to be telling you about, and let's get on with these answers. Okay, number 1, ebullient is enthusiastic. That was C. Nina has such a bubbly, ebullient personality, I can't believe she was ever shy. Number 2 is pique, as in A, resentment. After being passed over for a promotion, Manuel left the office in a fit of pique. Apparently it's not self-importance as I thought, it is resentment. Number 3, bonhomie, or however I was supposed to pronounce that, is B, friendliness. There's an absence of bonhomie between these rival basketball teams, or a bonhomie between these basketball teams. So there's an absence of friendliness, not an absence of nostalgia. I guess the nostalgia would be like me with Bird and Magic. There's basketball nostalgia for you. You know what I always enjoyed really was the Bulls games, because you had Rodman on that team, and that guy was hauling down like 20 boards a night. Anyway, dour is number 4. Gloomy, C, is dour. How can you be so dour on a sunny morning? Got that one right. Number 5, amatory, is B, romantic. Hey, I got another one. And some people claim that chocolate could put you in an amatory mood. Number 6, timorous, C, fearful. Bernard is usually timorous around large dogs, but he seems to love our 3 golden retrievers. Golden retrievers have very little self-defense within them. They're very friendly dogs. Number 7, I got that one right too. So number 7 is wistfully, said with a sad longing. I miss when my friends would call me on my birthday. Now they just text. Oh, that's said wistfully. Number 8, belligerent. You are hostile. A. The sightseers were chased from the Swan by a belligerent pawn. Chased from the pond by a belligerent swan. There we go. You know what? What funny video doesn't have a belligerent swan? It seems like every half hour they got a belligerent swan. Okay, fervor is passion. Hey, I went with the big one and it is right. Fervor. Nicole's fervor for local honey inspired her to open a beekeeping business. They're pushing that pretty big these days. All those commercials for beekeeping, etc. Anyway, number 10, compunction is A, remorse. Ooh. Is that 3 I've missed already? Out of 10? Some brainiac I am. Okay, remorseful. A con man showed no compunction about fleecing unsuspecting investors. It's not exasperation, it was compunction. Number 11, umbrage is indignant displeasure. A, Elvira took umbrage at being called a wicked witch. I used to love Elvira. Then again, I was a teenager. Number 12 is schadenfreude. That is joy at another person's pain. C. We all felt some schadenfreude when the boorish manager was finally fired. Boorish? Boorish manager. They're going to slide another vocabulary word here in the explanation. Okay, number 13. Querulous is B, fretful. I don't recommend traveling overseas with Aunt Lisa. She gets querulous and cranky on long flights. Querulous, B, fretful. Bingo, another lucky guess. 14, blithesome. Blithesome is C, merry. There's nothing so blithesome as a summer day at the beach with the children. Well, I guess the merry part with the filling with abundance worked on the blithesome. And lugubrious, number 15, end of test, is B, mournful. Man, talk about finishing with some lucky guesses by me. I'll take them anyway. The lugubrious violin solo isn't doing much to raise my spirits. Hey, overall, let's give the vocabulary ratings. If you scored a 9 or below, consider yourself content that you did so well. If you scored 10 to 12, I'd put yourself in the category of delighted. I guess that's me. I must be delighted. And if you scored somewhere in the range of 13 to 15, be ecstatic with yourself. You know these emotional words quite well. Hey, and I appreciate you playing along. Make sure you like, help, subscribe, help the channel to grow. Here's a video. What is it? No. This video is the one I think you could do. That one's the one I don't think you could do. You're going to fail this one. Wait a minute. Which way did I load these? Oh, well, I guess you'll find out.